Hello everybody, this is JD doing another video. Something that's been bothering me all day, matter of fact for several days. I've been hearing rumors and stuff. I really can't find nothing much on it, but there is something on it. Obama's talking about a civilian military type force. It could very similar to the military, with funds like that, for internal security. I don't know. What do you all think about that? I mean, we don't have enough problems with policemen abusing their authority. Remember, this forces will come from within the country. Don't we have pretty crappy police officers, some of them? They just totally abuse. Imagine if you had a military civilian authority that answered to the president. How much more abuse? Think about this. Oh, somebody said, well, if you got an army together to build houses. No. You don't get no army together for anything. Everybody knows the quickest way to corruption is absolute power. Now, just to mention one group, it's not too well known in history, but there was a civilian authority to maintain security within the nation of Italy prior to World War II. It was called the Black Shirts under Mussolini. They were established to maintain order and civil, peace. Okay? And, another group was established that way. And they were very, very much like the military, but they weren't. They were civilian force underneath their leader directly, and they answer to their leader directly. You all might understand it. They totally were civilian. I mean, they didn't have uniforms or nothing. They were called the KGB. They made our CIA look like nothing. I mean, they would just go right into, they could get anything and anything they wanted. Tanks, anything. KGB. But I guess the epitome describing it almost identical to what Obama says is this other group. This other group is very, very, very much identical to the description of Obama's civilian with funds and very comparably equipped to our military. This other group was by this other leader, and they were their funds, and they were very comparably equipped like the military. We know them by their initials, the SS. Yes, that is civilian police force. The Gestapo, the SS. They're the ones who did the execution of all kinds of people. They're the ones that took bypass. And again, what is the civilian police force supposed to do? Military. Very similar to, you talk about California with the gangs and everything, and other places where the gangs are and stuff. And, they had a thing on TV about one gang and how somebody killed somebody in that gang. They went and they killed that other person. And they said all they did was what the police force would take 3 months to do, and then the guy would probably get off in court anyway. So they accomplished what the police force couldn't. Another thing I want to say, why should we develop something we don't need? Instead of taking all this money to develop this civilian police force, very military structured, comparable to our military, why don't we give the money to the police force in each state that need it? Maybe if we give them more funds, they could get the job done. We don't need to create more. Isn't our government big enough? Do we need to make our government any bigger? Do we need to increase the size of our government to where it's so large that, where are they going to house these people? In our houses? Didn't you hear me on my video say if our government gets any larger, we're going to have to? Oh, wait, we could use eminent domain, take up some property, and then just build places for them and stuff. I don't know. Bottom line is, our government is way too large now. We don't need to increase. We need to look at what we have and how we can better utilize it. And how to fix the shortcomings. I mean, people say, oh, but look at this, the police are this, the police are that, how cruel they are. Yes, there are cases of police brutality. Yes, there are incidences where policemen do go over the line. But they're just like in our society. We got people who are brutal. We have people who beat on other people. We have people who rob. We have rapists. The police force comes out of our civilian population. There's always people out there looking to make the fast buck, the crooked, the dominating. Luckily, we have the rules and regulations to stop that. We won't with a civilian police force under the president. Military type. And why does he want that in the first place? Because our own military won't go up against the civilians? That's correct. Besides, there is a civilian police force, military style. But it's not run by the president. It's run by the governors of each state. It's called your state militia. And that's their job. We don't need another federal bureaucracy in this country to add to tax burden to the American working class, which is overtaxed, and we're being taxed, and being taxed, and being taxed. Tax dollars. At least the best thing about this economy situation is that Congress is too busy worrying about the United States to worry about giving the taxes away overseas. They're using the money within for a change. Oh my gosh, what a difference. I guess that's the change. I don't know. I really haven't seen much change out of Obama's team yet. Let's see what happens. I have heard a lot of scary things. Well, you all have a nice day. This is JD. Remember, I stand for smaller government, lower taxes, and greater government serving the people, not the people serving the government. Bottom line, you're the ones that matter. Our tax system is so screwed up, it is ridiculous. And the government has become so large that it's beyond any conceivable bounds. Have a nice day. This is JD.